Morning, morning. Well, it's not morning, it's the afternoon, but it seems to be the way I've started a lot of my other videos, with morning, morning, so why not? Saturday morning, sun's come out a little bit. Guess what? The Giant's back. Bike shop got spoken from Giant, which was good. It would appear there was a bit of confusion. Apparently, with 2 wheels, I actually have 5 different spokes on these 2 wheels. I can't see how you can get 5. I can understand you might get 4 different ones, front and back and left and right, but where the 5th one comes from, I don't know. I wasn't bothered to ask, to be fair. So they got the right one in the end, and got the wheel trued up, and I'm taking it out for its first little spin. So like I say, it's Saturday afternoon, it's about 1 o'clock, 1:30, something like that. I have no idea what the time is. I tend not to track the time too much on the weekend if I can avoid it. Going to try and get out about 30 miles this afternoon, a couple of hours, a little bit less than that if I can put the hammer down a bit. Try and just top up the mileage of the week. It's been a pretty lazy week for me. I've only done the 2 rides into work and back from work this week, so for me to get to Saturday and only have done just under 40 miles is quite unusual. I set my target for 100 miles for the year, 100 miles a week for the year, and I'm a little bit over that, so quite happy with that. But now the good weather's coming, I want to keep going, and at the moment my bike with the most miles on it so far for the year is actually my indoor turbo trainer. I've got to change that, so I'm going to get out all the other bikes and try and make them all overtake the turbo before winter comes. So I've just got to the main road, so I'm going to crack on with a little bit of ride, and I'll catch up with you again shortly. Okay, so we're only about 8 or 9 miles into the ride. We're about to make a little bit of an emergency change of plan. I was going to take my ride today. I was going to take me out over towards Finchampstead, Sandhurst sort of way. I didn't have a route planned, but I just thought fancy going over that way, and yeah, just for it's not an area I really ride in very much. But I've got to a crossroads, quite literally a crossroads on the road and a crossroads on the ride. I'm looking up at the sky. If I look across towards Sandhurst, you'll see the sky's looking pretty black and dark over that way, but if you look out towards Twyford and Wargrave, that sort of way, and you can see through the trees there back towards Reading, it's looking fairly clear. So I think I am going to abandon my intention to go over towards Sandhurst, because that's just looking too dodgy. It's looking like it might rain over that way, and I haven't got any rain cover with me, no jacket, nothing at all. I've got my shorts on, I can put my arm warmers on, and I've only got my short sleeve gloves, so going across there might not be the best idea I've ever had. So I'm going to have a bit of an impromptu ride now. So I'm going to head off back towards Winnersh, Twyford way, maybe do a bit of a U-turn up around that way through Sherlock Road. Roads I know quite well, I do go on quite a lot, but I think it was forecast for a little bit of rain, but not until early evening. So I'm gonna try and stay fairly close to home, trying to get me 30 odd miles in if I can, but at least if the rain does start to come down, I'm not a million miles away from home, and I can get back without getting too soaked. So my last video, well, not my last video actually, my last but one video, I talked about my weight a bit, which is a bit of a tough thing for me to do. But I've been inspired to do that by a friend of mine who's talked about his depression and anxiety issues. And, I figure if he can talk about that, then I can talk about my weight. As you'll have seen at the start of the video, I did do a very brief clip of my weighing this morning. I was lighter than I was last Saturday, only a pound. But I haven't got a huge amount to lose, to be fair. I think if I can lose a stone to a stone and a half, I'll probably be quite happy. And I've been on crash diets where I've lost lots of weight quickly before, and they've never really gone very well, and I've always put it all back on. So I've decided I'm just going to eat sensibly, lose a pound, maybe a pound and a half a week. So it was exactly a pound this week, so I'm quite happy with that. And then hopefully by the sort of, I don't know, end of July, early August, something like that, sort of the middle of the summer, I should be down to a much better riding weight, and then that should set me up to keep that up nicely, keep it off nicely throughout the winter with a spot of luck. I'm not going to hang around any longer. I'm going to get going, because as you saw, it's starting to look a bit darker, and it looks like it's actually coming this way, so I want to crack on before I have to turn home too soon. If I don't stop and do any more out on the road, I'll see you at the end of the video. Didn't quite avoid the rain. Those black clouds came over a lot quicker than I was expecting. I've managed to get about 32, 33 miles in, but the rain started probably 2 or 3 miles from home, so I got a bit mucky. The rain wasn't too heavy, but it just made some of the roads, the last 2 or 3 miles, are quite quiet roads, and there's a bit of muck on the roads. It just all splashed up, so I had to give the bike a quick hose off and just give the chain, the cassette, a little bit of a clean. But okay, not too bad. The rear wheel lasted fine with the new spoke in it. I was a bit paranoid that it was going to go on. Sometimes when you get one spoke go, some of the others can go quite quickly afterwards if you're not careful. But it seemed to hold up all right, so it should all be good for my my flab ride tomorrow. I've got a flab Berkshire ride tomorrow. Last minute change. We're going to Velo Life as our attending route seems to clash with a road running race that's on. And we're going to end up trying to share a road with some runners, so it's probably best we decide it's best to change routes for the time being and go back to that route at another time. So I probably won't do any more video for the rest of the weekend now. I've already done 2 videos for Velo Life, so I don't think I'll do any more. But enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we'll see you on the next video. As always, like and subscribe if you like this video and you want to see some more.